I think good advertising and marketing can help achieve at least gains on that. I don't think it can help do it by itself because people still need to be able to act and people need to do something. But what the job of advertising and public relations should be in that area would be to move people to act, move people to do, move people to believe in a direction that then takes the cause hopefully to a positive end. So I think it's contingent upon our profession to do what we can to affect that kind of social change and to make better happen. I would say that work that we've done for the People's City Mission here in Lincoln has been a very proud moment in my career and I think in the history of this agency. The work is terrific, number one. But number two, we were able to start working with our client from the ground up. They came to us with a problem, a challenge that they needed to overcome, and that was they needed to raise money. They didn't want to take federal grants because with federal grants come the federal government, which tells you how you must act and how you must spend that money. They didn't want that. They wanted to be able to raise money and spend it on the homeless, to be able to help them get better. And so we decided to, of all things, put together a coffee company. Coffee is generally associated with homeless and people that are down on their luck. It's a bit of a pick-me-up. And so we decided to put together a campaign based on a company called the Mission Bean Coffee Company. And the gist was you could buy these bags of whole bean coffee, which are in bags that are designed in a way that communicate real stories from people that have been helped by the city mission. And you buy these bags in grocery stores around the area, and every bag you buy helps feed a homeless person for a day. And we came up with the line, "Great coffee for the greater good." We look for, number one, causes and things that we can believe in and that we can get behind. That's number one, that they're true and that we have an opportunity, and then that we have an opportunity to help them make a gain on whatever their goal is or the challenge or the problem is that they're trying to solve. Number two is that it offers a great opportunity for our people to really showcase their skills. So we get probably 150, 200 asks a year to do pro bono work. So we have to be really selective. So we want a cause we can believe in and get behind genuinely. And then we want to be able to showcase our skills and have great work come through in the end. Well, the process begins with an ask. And so we'll be approached by an organization or by somebody that we know that has a cause that they want us to help them work on. We then process that and review it and say, yeah, this is something that we want to help them with. So we then start with a strategic brief, which outlines, here's what it is that we're trying to accomplish with this message. Here's who we're talking to. Here's what matters to them. Here's what we want them to think about. Here's what we want them to do. Here's what we want them to believe. And then here are mandatories that we know we have to be able to include in the message. So a call to action. We want you to go to this website. We want you to call this number. We want you to reach out to these people. We want you to do this. And then we start to create. And we set a strategic and strategist down with a creative team, and we put together the brief. And then we come back with recommendations to that pro bono client and say, this is what we'd recommend. And it's based on these things that we talked about before we began creating. So here's what you want to achieve. Here's what the barriers are to helping us achieve that. Here's where the opportunities are. And then here's our recommendation for that communication.